What's up, everybody? I'm gonna try and do something. Whatever. At this point, it's kind of whatever. But I wanted to do a video talking about something that happened to me that's kind of important to me. If you're watching this on Twitch, I'll get back to playing video games pretty quick here. This won't stay up on Twitch. This is not for Resident Chicken Zero or any of that stuff. I'm gonna do my little video, put it up on my personal channel, and then I'll get back to playing Path of Exile 2. Which is, there's a point to what I'm about to show you. It's going to look a little dramatic. It's going to look a little bit like drama. But it is something that affected me in a negative way, and I feel like sometimes it's fun to kind of just throw your shit out there and discuss something and talk about something. So before I start reading this, there was a situation with some people I've been friends with for a very long time. If you know me and you're somebody who personally knows me, you probably have had this person try and villainize me or talk shit about me. This happened a month ago, and I had kind of let the situation go. We'll get into it. First of all, background knowledge about me, and if you start watching this, I watch it for entertainment. It's perfectly cool. If you know me personally and you're interested, great. At no point am I doing this to make anybody look bad. I'm not doing this for my ego. I'm not doing this. This is honestly what I would hope to achieve by making this video. Would be maybe even, I doubt the people involved would ever watch this or take the time to. I haven't been treated with a shred of respect in this situation, so it's kind of like I'm not really expecting much. But at the very least, maybe somebody else is going through this, or maybe somebody has gone through this, and maybe there's a way we can navigate this situation, because it is, as far as I can tell, with people my age, it is an issue right now. And it kind of has been an issue for a few years now. So a little background knowledge on me. I have no political affiliation that I'm willing to talk about on social media. I'm not a Republican. I'm not a Democrat. Who I voted for is my business, whether I voted at all. Any of those are my choices as an adult. I'm educated. I served in the military. I have never been arrested. I'm a pretty decent guy. I sometimes pipe off at the mouth, and I know I say really silly things, and sometimes I'm misunderstood, and I think all of us have had that problem at one time or another. I think living life, going through life, there has almost definitely been a time, if you've been alive as long as me, if you're close to 40, there is almost definitely a time or moment in your life when you are misunderstood. It's common, right? And that's perfectly human to misunderstand something. I misunderstand people all the time. I don't know. I'm a stupid guy. So I want you to keep that in mind when you're reading this. I am not coming at this disagreement or argument in a political manner. I do not have an agenda. The agenda I have for this video is to tell a story and maybe get some insight as to whether I was in the wrong, or what I can do to maybe not lose any more friends, or at the very least kind of clear my name. I'm going to show you the entire situation. So if this individual continues to talk about me, and people choose to listen to this individual or individuals, at the very least, it's out there that this is what happened, and you can make up your own mind about it. And if you took the people who I'm arguing with side, I wouldn't be mad at you. If you don't want to be my friend, I under no circumstances want to force somebody to be my friend. What I will say, though, is this isn't for my ego. This isn't for an agenda. If you are watching this and you are one of the three people I'm about to kind of talk about, I would hope that maybe you could not be so close-minded and disrespectful and hateful. That's kind of what I was trying to go for with my original post. I might have not done it in the way you wanted me to do it, and I probably never will do things the way you want me to do them. So, and if you can't accept that, then, yeah, we probably shouldn't be friends, because I'm going to do things my fucking way, and I'm not going to be told that I am a bad person for not agreeing with you on something. I think it's absolutely ludicrous, and it's kind of the sign of it's kind of a indication that you have a very weak viewpoint, and you know, the disrespect can go both ways. And I'd like to show the situation and see what other people may think about this. I got so okay, this is gonna be some Facebook drama, old people shit. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not on Facebook as much as I used to be, but Facebook has always been a really cool tool for promoting my art, my videos, my fun stuff. I like looking at my friends, like checking on their lives. It's a nice way for somebody who's kind of grown, has a family of their own. I don't always get to spend time with the people I would like to, as far as friends go. I mean, when you grow up, you younger people, enjoy your time with your friends, because you're going to get married, you're going to have kids. Most normal people do that. And or if you choose not to do that, your friends are going to get married and have kids. There's going to come a time when you don't have time for other people. And my real friends, they're doing their own shit. I'm doing mine. Sometimes we talk on the internet. Sometimes we bullshit. We play video games or whatever. We get together and have a night, have dinner and stuff. I value that. I value my friendships. I talked to so many people. I've been posting about this situation because it's kind of funny and silly to me. But I want to come at this with a level of respect. You're going to see me kind of say some snarky things. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm not trying to hurt anybody's feelings. I'm just trying to point out that I'm not a asshole. Like, I mean, I am, but not in the way that I'm being made out to be in this situation. Or maybe you're going to watch this video and you're going to go, yeah, you're in the wrong, dude. Like, you're wrong. That's not fair how you were treating them. In which case, cool. Like, I can take criticism. I might not respond the way you want me to. But here we go. I hope you guys are ready. I'm going to try and come at this in an adult manner, which I'm not the most mature person, but let's check this out. Anyways, all this Facebook drama, a bunch of people who personally know me were messaging me, and it was really sweet, and like I said, I value my friends. Like, it matters what you guys think about me, and I care what you think about how I think about you, or how I interact with you. And yeah, maybe I'm not the best friend. I'm very introverted. I spend a lot of time at home. I worked all day today. I don't want to go to anybody's house. I don't want to watch a movie with anybody. I want to come home and I want to fuck off on my computer. This is what I like doing. I like talking on the internet and fucking playing video games. And I'm sure some people watch this and they go, this guy's a fucking dweeb. And that's cool, man. Like, whatever. Like, do your thing. Let's get into it. Okay, so this is to clear the air. I'm going to show you everything. I'm going to show you that I'm not in the right necessarily. There's 3 people involved in this story. I'm gonna call. I crossed out names because I don't want to. I'm not in the. I don't know who's gonna watch this video. It's on the internet, right? I'm not trying. I don't want anybody harassing anybody or looking into anything like. And even if you personally know me and you know these people, you don't have to say anything on my behalf. I'm gonna do the same thing that they're doing past this point. So that's why I'm talking about this shit, because it's so ridiculous. Let's do it. Okay. So I posted on Facebook one day. I got on. This was January 23rd. And I said, the election is over. Whatever hateful, obnoxious thing either side of this nonsense has to say should stop. Or should just stop. There's people here who just want to talk about whatever for a minute and post pictures of their cats and kids. Shut up already. I did this on the toilet. I think this was in the morning before I went to work. I took a dump and I was just, all my feed was people either talking about how great Trump was or how much they hated Trump. And it wasn't anything that needed to publicly be conveyed either way. Like, it was just like, it's literally people, I'm going to post this meme of a Democrat so I can piss off Democrats. I'm going to post this shit about Republicans to make myself feel better. And it's a bunch of ego-driven, skewed, regurgitated nonsense. So I was kind of being silly, and I said, I just want to look at pictures of cats. Most normal adults, these are great people on here. I crossed their names out, but You're not the boss of me. The guy who said that is he's a dude who's been married to another man for years. He's definitely a Democrat. At no point has he ever made me feel bad for not being a Democrat. At no point has he ever judged me for being a straight male. Like, we are friends. His sexuality does not matter to me. My sexuality does not matter to him. I love him. I love his husband. I think they're great dudes. They raised kids. They're good dudes. Their political stance, I could see why he would be a Democrat with what he has chosen in life. I get it. Like, but at no point has he ever told me what to think. He might correct me. He's a little bit older than me, but that dude's always been a good friend to me. Like, I value my friendship with this individual. I wouldn't want to hurt this person's feelings. I wouldn't want to say anything that would offend him. It matters to me what he thinks about our interactions. So he made the joke, you're not the boss of me. He has been posting political stuff. It's a scary situation for some people. I need you guys to understand, I acknowledge this. I'm not acknowledging it. This is somebody I value and somebody I would want to protect in a bad situation. Okay? The next person, well said, my friend. Not a political guy. He just has his wife and kid, doesn't want to fucking be bothered. And then the other person, somebody I served in the military with. We probably have very similar political views. Doesn't tell me what to think. Makes a joke. I don't have cats. You're dumb for saying you want to look at cats. I'm a dog person. Whatever. It's fine, right? They're probably just as annoyed with the situation as I am. Bunch of hateful bullshit is the point of this. I'm not expressing a political thing. And what this argument is going to turn into is I have my head in the sand, and I am allowed to do that because I'm in a situation where that is okay. And I don't feel like that is a fair hole or box to put me in to serve your own agenda. You're not doing it because you want me to actually advocate or go out and do something beneficial for society. You're having an argument with me on Facebook for your own fucking ego. And that's what I'm going to try and show you guys. And we'll see if maybe people agree or disagree. So this individual, we're going to call her Woman 1. And before I get into this too much further, Woman 1 and her husband, they're two of the nicest, coolest people I have ever met. I've been friends with them since we were in high school. This year is my 20-year reunion. I graduated high school 20 years ago. So I've been friends with these people for over 20 years. And if we haven't been friends, we've been acquaintances. And I've always gotten along with them. I've always appreciated them. And when I was at a really difficult point in my life, I was getting ready to become a dad. Things weren't really working out very well with my son's mom. We were having problems. These two people put furniture in my house without me asking them, or even my roommate at the time knows them. They hooked me up, and they did it with no fucking strings attached. And to their credit, I know they're mad at me right now for whatever fucking stupid shit they're mad at me for. It's fine. I want them to understand, if they see this, I appreciated them, and I did value their friendship. I feel like if you're going to be friends with somebody and you've known somebody as long as you've known me, I'm a very approachable person, especially when it comes to a disagreement. If you're going to give me constructive criticism, which Woman Number 1 has told me, hey, I don't really like the way you're thinking about this. And she's done it in a way that was loving in the past, to where I can respond positively and I can fix something that maybe is offending her, right? She is somebody who can get on Facebook when I post something and go, hey, you offended me, and I would have listened. Instead, she comes on a little weird. So it turns into this weird argument. You guys can tell me what it's all about after you read it. But this was a person who had my back, and I had her back. And we've spent a lot of time together. So I don't understand this response. It is confusing to me. I'm not the right person to lash out at on this level for what she's lashing out at me for. Other than I'm white, and I'm a man. I'm a white man. So maybe that's why she's mad at me. That's not okay. But whatever. I can't help the color of my skin, and apparently I'm not allowed to accuse somebody of being racist because I'm white, because we're, I guess, the most racist people in America. It's a very broad group of people, so I mean, any kind of negative connotation to anybody's race is crazy to me, but that's cool, whatever. So she responds with, tell me you're privileged enough to ignore what's going on without telling me you're privileged enough to ignore what's going on. We are literally dealing with fascism, but sure, let's ignore that, and get back to cat memes. Okay, cool. I'm not arguing this point. If you feel like we're in the middle of something that could become fascism, that is extremely scary. And I will point out, I'm Jewish. I'm not a fan of any sort of fascism. That scares the fuck out of me. It's in my heritage, dude. Like, that is scary to me, right? Is this being acknowledged? Am I like, no, it's completely disregarded. I'm being dismissed instantly. And I'm being told I had my head in the sand, which is not really what I'm saying. What I'm saying is we don't have to talk about it on social media the way that people are in a hateful manner. But that's okay. So I said, in my response, I'm privileged enough not to be guilted or shamed into seeing things exactly the way you demand me to. Which, she's being very aggressive. She's coming to my profile and telling me what to fucking think, and that I'm in the wrong, and I'm stupid because I'm talking about cat memes, right? I wanted to look at pictures of cats on the toilet in the morning before I had to go to work. That's... If you know me personally and your approach about the situation, it started with cat memes, dude. Like, here we go. I can see that pretty clearly. Cool. She got 1 like on her post. And so I decided, hey, I looked at the person who liked it. I'm friends with this person. I forgave this person for this situation. But I wanted to point out something. The person who liked your comment once sent me white propaganda websites in the hopes that she could prove to me that the Holocaust never happened. This is a true fucking story. When I informed her that I'm Jewish and had family that had been forced into camp, she simply informed me that her family killed my family. It was weird and offensive. It's easy to preach and make demands at people on the internet. It's easy to make assumptions in these situations. Instead of bickering about this crap and trying to make people aware, I put that in quotes, and whatever other political agenda you have to regurgitate, it should be considered that some people need a break from the world and don't need to be force-fed a constant stream of regurgitated crap that you're obsessing over. It's unhealthy and annoying. At this point, I'm not arguing against what she's saying. I'm pointing out that the only kind of validation to what she said to me came from somebody who literally had tried to convince me that the Holocaust never happened, ignoring the fact that I'm Jewish. And I don't even think this individual thinks this way anymore, because she's all up these girls' asses too. Anyways, this made me laugh. That person unliked the post instantly. I was like, oh shit. So whatever. I feel like the worst thing I did in that post was I used the word regurgitated twice. It's pretty valid in the sense that you are reading stuff on the internet in a feverish way, and you're posting about it on TikTok, and you're constantly posting about it on Facebook. I, by this point, with this individual, with woman number 1, had unfollowed her on Facebook, so I wasn't even thinking about her on the morning that I made this post. Wasn't even thinking about her a little bit. I hadn't looked at a post she'd done in a long time. And it doesn't mean that I'm not her friend. It doesn't mean I wouldn't check in and see how her kids are doing or how her husband's doing, whatever. I just don't want to partake in this political shit. Like, it's so annoying to me. So, her best response, instead of thinking for a second, like, I'm trying to tell you how unhealthy this is. You're down a rabbit hole. You're into conspiracy shit. Your viewpoint is a little fucked up. So for you to try and take this unhealthy obsession with something that you have no fucking control over. I need this to really, like, sink in for some people who may be watching this. You have no fucking control over this. The election is over. Like, unless you're talking about other things that I still don't want any fucking part of it, you have no control over the situation. And you can talk about it all you want. My main point was, I don't want to see it. I don't care. I don't want to obsess over it. I don't want to think about it, really. I don't think about politics regularly. I served in the fucking military. Most veterans aren't very big fans of politics. I'm just going to throw that out there. Once again, I'm being completely disregarded and dismissed. At this point, I'm not being looked at as Andrew, somebody she knows, and somebody she's helped out, and somebody who appreciates her and respects her. I'm being looked at as random stupid white man on the internet, and that's how I feel in this situation. And if that's what she wanted me to feel like, she wasn't a very good friend, right? So her response is your combativeness. I'm the one being combative. To the statement of privilege, which she had just made a post. I didn't get it off here because I didn't want to post any of her personal stuff. She posted this on my shit. She had posted something about what it means when you say somebody's privileged. And listen, I'm not going to say that I'm not privileged. Under no circumstances would I ever say I'm not privileged. I have it pretty fucking good. Most Americans have it pretty fucking good. I have no clue what it's like to be a black man in this country. I'm not going to put myself in those shoes publicly to another white person either. That is crazy. It's hypocritical for a white person to tell me I'm privileged because I'm white. And she could pull the woman card. She could say I'm a woman. It's still pretty hypocritical. Yes, I am privileged. I'm not saying that I don't have privilege as an American. I've been to the other parts of the world. Like, I've traveled and I've seen things, and I've been to places where they don't have fucking running water or electricity. I'm fucking aware of my privilege. I don't need this individual, the way she's doing it, to point out my privilege. So, my combativeness to the statement of privilege proves my point. You going so hard in order to silence the oppressed is very telling. I'm trying to silence her. Is she saying that she's oppressed? Is that what she's trying to say? Your condescension is apparent. Don't try to belittle me for caring about the people and try to demonize my willingness to speak out about it. You have the ability to look away, but put down your phone and continue on with nothing changing for you as a white man in America, while millions don't have the privilege of looking away. So she's on her high horse. She is white knighting a bunch of people that don't fucking need her to white knight them. And I think that's cool. Like, yeah, I love diversity. I love other cultures. I want people to feel safe and comfortable despite whatever issue somebody else has with the color of their skin or their heritage. I'm not okay with that. You're trying to put me in a box still. You're trying to kind of maneuver the situation. And this is the thing that I'm confused about. Maybe somebody can give me some insight. I'm not really being combative. I'm kind of sticking up for myself and pointing out you don't get to tell me what to think just because I'm white. Like, that's basically what this is boiling down to me. And I could be wrong on that. She's saying that I'm silencing the oppressed. I'm on Facebook, on the toilet. I have 200 friends. My shit is private. I maybe one or two of my friends might have felt oppression. I do have friends of various races, and I know, like, you know, a certain skin-colored person being pulled over by the cops is not the same as me. Whatever. I'm not telling those people. Those people aren't fucking talking right now. They're not talking a bunch of shit. Most of my friends, my actual friends, are talking about, like, movies and stuff. That's what we care about. Like, I mean, yeah. So she is fucking Harvey Dent in The Dark Knight right now, and I'm a fucking bottom feeder, gutter trash person who has their head in the sand in her eyes. So it's really a good way to get your point across. You really made me see the error of my ways. This fucking camera's been in the way the whole time. How come nobody said anything? Why didn't you guys say anything? You guys don't care. Okay. Stupid video. Okay. So now I'm irritated. And so, my response was, I can't even continue a conversation with you because you're spouting nothing but hypocritical, chauvinistic bullshit right now. Don't tell me to check my privilege when you're failing to do the same exact thing. So I get a laugh. Okay, cool. Thank you. I'm glad you get it. So now I'm being snarky too. I am reciprocating the snarkiness. Thanks for hearing me out. I'm glad you saw reason in the error of your ways. You're okay with me. Oh, her name's there. Whatever. Not her last name. So she responds, wow, so emotional, the error of my ways. That's rich. Your fragile ego is showing. Yes, I am so fragile. My ego. I'm the one being egotistical here. You're so correct. So, I'm being snarky. There is context here. She's telling me I'm a privileged white man who doesn't care about the oppressed. I pointed out to her that I'm of Jewish descent, but no, we got to disregard that for the sake of my ego or her ego. I don't know. So I said, and this is the part that this individual, woman one, and her husband are probably going around telling our mutual friends that I said, and this is the only part that they're probably telling, and they're not explaining why I said this or the context of the situation, because if you look at the context of the situation, I asked for cat memes and I got this stupid shit, right? So here's what I said. If I have the power you assume I do as a white man, could you please work on being more obedient so I can get back to my cat videos? Thanks. Glad you get it. I am not being fucking serious. I said that, walked away for a minute. I'm at work or whatever. I had shit going on. I get back on later on, and I was like, well, you know, let me explain myself a little bit better. Let's do this for the sake of, like, let's look at the situation right now. Like, let's really think about this disagreement. We're not even fucking arguing about politics at this point. So check this out. You can see I put this right after the fucking dumb joke I made. Obviously, I'm joking. I have 6 daughters, and my wife would cut my nuts off if I actually expected her to be obedient. It's not something I would demand from another individual, let alone a woman. So give me a break. So here's the thing. My fragile ego aside, if you're going to spout off about ethics and your viewpoint and all the fancy knowledge that you've been reading online, do you really think you're contributing positively to those around you by telling them exactly how to feel and think? And you're fucking preaching fascism right now, and this is how you're treating other people. In any of these interactions, does either person ever respond positively? Pretty valid point. We're not being nice to each other. This is not a fair interaction for either of us. Those that agree are going to give you a pat on the back. If things are going to get as bad as they're going to potentially get, I'm not negating what she's trying to say. Keep that in mind. You spouting shit I already am aware of isn't helping anything at all. That's the point. I'm not silencing you. I'm asking you to shut up. This isn't a challenge. It's a request. I don't even necessarily disagree with everything you're saying. I'm saying I don't want to speak about this with you or other random people on social media. I'm tired of hearing it. Your information is skewed and is contributing to a divide that is not good for any of us. So, there's the only political agenda that I have shown in this whole situation. I don't want us to segregate ourselves as Americans. I don't want us to go, here's the line, you're on this side or this side. If you're on that side, fuck you. That is not good for the country. That is not a... What happened to fucking nuance, dude? Like, I was in the military with all walks of life, and we could talk about fucking... Obama became president when I was in the service. We could talk about W. We could talk about shit that was happening. Shit happening in the Middle East. Things happening in the country. We could have these conversations, and we didn't have to fucking agree with each other to feel good about ourselves. We didn't have to fucking blow smoke and fucking be fake. Like, that's what this is. You're demanding that I'm not... You're demanding for me to act or think a certain way, and that's fucking fascism. That's It's hypocrisy. Like, I have proof of it right here in front of me. Somebody argue with me. Somebody tell me that I'm wrong. The only thing she could say is that I told her she needs to be more obedient. And if you really look at the whole conversation, which is what I'm trying to show you, that's all she's got on me. I was obviously joking. So, of course, she disregards... She posted this after I explained what I was saying a little bit better. More obedient, that's disgusting, disgraceful way to engage. She probably stopped reading. She completely disregarded what I had to say. She did not give a shit. And... she's so far down some whatever random rabbit hole she's in, and the same shit happened with COVID. The same shit happened during Black Lives Matter, and it's certain people that are doing this, and at no point have I ever been yelled at by another black. I've never been yelled at by a black person. I've never been yelled at, hit by a Hispanic person. It's always fucking white people, and specifically, I've had like 4 or 5 white women fucking treat me like this. And it's crazy. So I said it was a joke, and if that's the only thing you saw, whatever, dude. We're done. She blocks me. No fucking, like, message to me like, why do you think this way? She doesn't give a fuck what I think. She just wanted to try and publicly make me look stupid. And you completely missed the point of what I was trying to say. All you took was I'm telling you to be obedient. Obviously in a joking manner. That's it. So if you do know these people and they aren't talking shit, tell them you saw the video, man. You know what happened. They're full of shit, dude. Like they're in the wrong, as far as I'm concerned. Should I have made that joke? Probably not. Now here's the thing that kind of sucks about the situation. I've been posting about this and talking to our friends. We have a lot of mutual friends, and one of these mutual friends said, "I don't think she is mentally stable right now." Meaning, she's been doing this to other people. I've gotten several messages. These guys have been kind of jerks to a lot of people lately. Which is sad to me. Like, you're kind of alienating people and disregarding other people's feelings. And for what? For shit that you're reading online? Like, is fascism a bad thing? Yeah. Why are you fucking going at fascism with fascism? Like, that doesn't work. What are you doing? We didn't fucking fight World War II with fascism, did we? I mean, like, hey, you have ideals. You have a point to what you're trying to do. Maybe you need to, like, navigate that a little bit better. Maybe you need to direct that at the proper channels. Like, I'm not the one, man. If me having my head in the sand is that's the other thing I keep fucking having said to me, and it's been like 10 years of this shit. I'm part of some problem. It's always, Andrew, you're part of the problem. Andrew, you're part of the problem. And it's always because I'm fucking white. Like, what does that mean? I'm sorry that I'm complacent about things that I don't have all the information on. I'm going to be complacent. I'm not going to, everything is not black and white. And if you look at things in black and white, you have the mentality of a preschool child. I can't even have a discussion with you because I get shit like this. So, situation's over. I had somebody kind of be like, yeah, so I took the whole thing down. I was going to leave it down. I was going to let it go, hurt my feelings, because these were my friends. Like, these are people I valued and spent time with and appreciated. And this is how I get treated. So, fuck them. Whatever. It's cool. If they don't want to be my friend, I don't want to be their friend. Take your ball and go home. Go fucking make your weird videos on TikTok telling everybody what to think. It's cool. I'm going to watch my cat videos, right? A couple nights after this, I ran into woman number one's husband, who I've also been friends with. He's a chief in the Navy. He's in the military. And he's got this woman on the internet fucking talking shit about the president. It's real good. Obviously, he's going to take her side. I figured. I saw him. I said, hey, what's up, man? And he walked past me with, like he's going to do something. You know, like he's a tough guy. Like, I'm a piece of shit. I fucking completely disrespected his wife and blah, blah, blah. Didn't do anything. I'm sure he saw this. So, or she just told him I told her to be more obedient, and that's why he was mad. Which would make sense. I don't want somebody telling my wife to be obedient. But if my wife was, like, on a fucking, tear on the internet and was fucking yelling at people and telling people they suck because they're white, I might be like, I might not want to take part of that. My best friend in the whole wide world, two of my best friends have been on this Twitch stuff with me. If this woman and that friend had gotten into the same argument, I would definitely take my friend's side. I wouldn't stop being her friend. I wouldn't even say anything to her about it. You know why? Because I had nothing to do with that situation. She was really mean to me, and it was ridiculous. But at no point would I be like, you can't be friends with her anymore, or would even really villainize her. I'm showing you guys what happened. I'm giving you my take on it and how I feel about it. But I also was blocked and completely disregarded as a person with my own train of thought or, feelings. Like, I was completely disregarded as far as I'm concerned. So, the one bad thing I did is I made an offhand joke. So, her husband was mad at me. I get it. I went, all right then, and went on with my day, moved on with life. I took the post down. I wasn't going to make a big thing. I'm bringing this fucking shit back up. I crossed out the names. I'm bringing this shit back up because I know these motherfuckers are talking about me. It's been a month, and all of a sudden, I get on to Facebook yesterday, and I wanted to ask one of my other friends, who's a mutual friend, if she wanted to play cards with her husband and a couple other people. I wanted to get, like, a little magic tournament going. You can't write this shit. This is true light. Like, I came home, a 40-year-old man was like, I want to play cards with my friend. So this is what happened with that situation. I get on, and we had just talked a couple months ago about playing cards, and she said, yeah, I'd love to, let me talk to my husband. So I was going to get on and check on that, and I realized, oh, this person's not available on Messenger anymore. And I went, what the fuck? So I messaged her on her she's a stand-up comedian, so she has her little page, and I got on her message, and I was like, dude, we've been friends for 20 years. You're not even going to fucking drop me a line or talk to me? I can figure out, why you would, maybe not want to be my friend anymore, but if it's taken out of context, you're not going to look at the situation. So maybe this person will watch this video. I don't know, man. I looked at, I kind of responded though, and this, I'm being silly, but I am being truthful with what I said. My feelings are hurt. I had 3 friends now, and these aren't the only 3 friends that blocked me. I had a couple other friends on Messenger block me. Me and these 2 guys are telling people I think that women should be obedient, and whatever. Cool. Make me out to be the bad guy. We had a stupid disagreement on Facebook. If you don't want to be my friend anymore because of it, you probably are just as small-minded and stupid, I guess. I don't really want to resort to name-calling, but this is kind of stupid if you really think about it. So, I sent her a message, and it wasn't anything like, fuck you, or you piece of shit, or anything like that. I said, we've been friends for 20 years. I'm not even worth, like, sending a message or talking to or getting both sides of the situation. You're just instantly like, fuck this guy, And this is... She didn't have the balls to respond to me, right? She posts this on her little comedy account. So she said, if you talk disrespectful to or act out of pocket with my friend or family and are surprised when I no longer speak to you, I feel bad for your friends and family. What the fuck does my friends and family have to do with a fucking stupid ass disagreement on Facebook. Don't talk about my friends and family. Like, what are you doing? So I got on and responded, and this was fun for me. It was a little cathartic. And guys, there's a point to all this. I have a good point. I made a point. These idiot chuckleheads did not see the point because they blocked me and they didn't give me a chance. They're claiming that I'm silencing people, but the first thing they did, the second I didn't conform to what they're demanding, they blocked me and silenced me, which is fine. I don't have to talk to them. It's cool. You don't have to be my friend, you know? Here's what I said to the stand-up comedian. I was your friend too, so I'm glad you feel justified choosing a side in something you had no reason to choose a side over. I'm absolutely shocked because I never did anything to deserve to be dismissed so easily. Guess I thought higher of the three of you. My mistake. Go ahead and hide behind your little comedy page. Of course people are going to heart this shit. You're too fake to actually say what went down, which is true. Enjoy your pats on the back. This comment will probably be deleted, but if anyone sees this is where I'm joking now. I'm apparently not allowed to defend myself or think differently from people, and if I do, apparently it's cool to publicly shame me and act as if I actually did something bad. I didn't fucking vote for Trump. Stop telling people I voted for Trump, you fucking bullies. I don't know if that's what they're saying. I'm just kind of poking fun at them right now for the way they're acting. Even if I did, what the fuck? More importantly, the whole thing that sparked this entire ordeal was I asked for my friends to stop posting hateful shit all the time, and that I just want to watch cat videos and don't want to talk about politics. And now, this chick's husband, a chief in the Navy, wants to beat me up, and the stand-up comedian hates me. I just wanted to watch cat videos. I'm sorry I didn't conform. I got on here today to ask the individual if she wanted to play Magic the Gathering, and this is what I get. Whatever, bro. I feel sorry for you, dude. I made a new Edgar Markov deck, but now you don't get to see it because you're too high up on your horse for us little people. You also stole that Michael J. Fox joke from me. This is true. I made that joke first. Buttheads. I hope you all realize that you're just a bunch of buttheads. I posted it. I took a picture instantly because I knew it wasn't going to be... It was down for a minute, but I think it's down now. I'm pretty sure. I haven't even checked. I'm sure she took it down as soon as she saw it. And so... She probably didn't read it, or she did, and I'm hilarious, and sucks when, you know, you're a stand-up comedian and the fucking boring guy, the boring white guy is funnier than you. But anyways, now, I posted this on Facebook kind of after all the smoke settled from my initial fight with woman number one. Woman number two, you're a bandwagoner. I don't really care what you think. Like, I've been your friend for a long time. If this is how you act and how you treat people, you're not a good friend. You're fake. You're a phony, like, loser. Like, I don't care what you think. Keep posting your weird shit. Like, she's got this thing now where she, like, I don't know. She's, like, turning into, like, one of those weird, like, I had an aunt who, like, she would, like, her and my grandpa were doing something, and she kept giving me cough drops out of her purse because she thought they were candy. She would chain smoke cigarettes, and she kept trying to hand me, she had a slice of cheese in her purse, and that's what this person's trying to do. I don't know. Whatever, dude. I don't care what you think. Okay. I did care what you think, but at this point, you're good. You can have a good life, you know. Here's the point. And I hope, if anything, you're amused by this story. If you know me personally, this is how I feel. And if you don't like it, that's okay. I would like for you to keep being my friend. Maybe you can speak reason to me and treat me like a human. Maybe I'm ignorant on something that I shouldn't be, or maybe I'm not, like, thinking things the way I should. But that's kind of like the point of this life, is to, like, grow, right? It's not to tell people that they're in the wrong all the time. It's not to villainize people, especially people who are your friends. Like, if I had done something bad, like I stole something from you, or I hurt somebody you loved, and I actually hurt them, if I had done something actually bad, I fucking stuck up for myself in a disagreement. So that's what I really would like to say to that person is, like, you're in the wrong as far as I'm concerned. And maybe it's not fair that I put my head in the sand, but you didn't get your point across in a loving manner. You tried to get your point across in a very hateful and kind of stupid way, and that's not effective. You're not helping anything. You're making things worse for those around you, and that's sad to me. So I posted this, and this is the end of this video. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna play Path of Exile here in like 2 seconds. That's all I wanted to do all day. I worked today. I fucking contributed to society. I helped the oppressed. Okay, fuck off. Here's what I put. Do any of you remember crying when Bush got reelected when we were in high school? This is a true story. I do. I also remember trying to make you guys feel better about it. Bad things happened then. Bad things happened when Obama was in office. Bad things are going to happen. I'm not excusing it. I'm not denying it. My intention isn't to even silence anyone. Think about what you consume. Think about what you put out there for others to consume. Think about what you choose to focus on. When something bad happens in the world, which that's every single day ever, why just focus on that and deny the good that you could choose to focus on? That doesn't mean to ignore shit. It doesn't mean I'm on one side or the other of whatever the fuck you want to box me into. I'm on the side of enjoying my life, navigating sketchy shit, and doing my best to focus on the good. Possibly making a point from time to time. This isn't complacency or denial. It's going to end for each one of you one day. I don't think it's a healthy decision to fixate on vaccinations, the news, sexuality, politics, whatever stupid crap some other person wants to try and shove down my throat in a year or two from now. If your life is as fleeting as it is, and it is, you should enjoy it and skip the bullshit. Deal with the bad when you have zero choice. Try to do so in a civil manner and move the fuck on. Stop fighting over every little stupid ass thing you allow to nag at you. Enjoy shit. That's it, man. Enjoy your lives. You could get fucking cancer tomorrow, right? You could find out you have cancer tomorrow and you're gonna die in a couple weeks. A fucking plane could fall out of the sky on your house and kill you in your sleep tonight. You could have a brain aneurysm at any fucking moment. And this is gonna happen. And I'm going, as long as I'm here, and I could be the next one, as long as I'm here, I'm going to watch some of you die over the next however much longer I have. One of you is going to probably witness me die, or you're going to see about me dying. Do you want your memory of the people that you've known for a long time, for more than half your life, people that have been cool with you, do you want your memory of that person to be, oh, he didn't see eye to eye with me on a political situation in 2025? What happens 5 years down the line when there's a new president and things are pretty much the same as they've always been? Like, what did you win? Or even worse, what if you're correct? What if we are in for it? What if bad things are going to fucking go down over the next 4 years? Do you think that I'm going to be waiting around for you to say, I told you so? Do you think I'm even going to think about this when that's happening? Is that like the main thing? Like, you want to be like, I fucking told you so. Like, what did you achieve? Nothing. There's nothing achieved from this situation. All you did was alienate somebody and tell them you don't want to be their friend anymore. Like a child. And then you're going to go around where we live and tell people I'm a bad person. That's really like the craziest thing about it. Is like, I'm not that bad of a dude. I was obviously joking. And if you can't see that, then what else are you missing when you're fucking going off and spouting off shit that people should be doing? Like, what else are you missing? Are you manipulating the stuff that you're reading on in the news, like the news does? I mean, the news is a form of fear mongering. I mean, it's kind of well known at this point that the news is not a safe source of information necessarily. There's always a chance that something is not 100% accurate. There's always that chance. You can sit there and go, well, I saw Elon Musk do the fucking Hitler salute. I don't know if that's what I saw. I'm not a big fan of Elon Musk. I don't, he's a billion. I don't really like any billionaire. Elon Musk and isn't Taylor Swift a billionaire? Kind of in the same boat for me. It's kind of a shitty thing, right? Am I gonna fucking jump at everything Taylor Swift does? Do I give a fuck? Will I ever have $1 billion in my life? I hope not. I'm probably fucked up if I make $1 billion in my life. I did something, right? Like, let's really fucking put things into, like, perspective here. Like, that's pretty fucked up. Also, I hope that whoever's watching this video understands, like, I'm coming at this from, like, somebody who was friends with these people. Like, I loved these people at one point. So, like, they're not going to say that. They're probably not, even if they come to terms with, like, the fact that they're probably overreacting to stuff, even if they come to terms with that, even if they realize they wake up one day, they crawl out of their little hole that they're in right now, their little conspiracy hole, even if they get out of that train of thought, after what I saw from these interactions over this last month with these particular individuals, there's a couple more of you, like, fuck you, you know, but, like, even if they come out of it, I guarantee they wouldn't have the audacity or even the well, actually humility to apologize to me or go, hey man, I'm sorry, like. And the craziest thing is I would just be like, that's cool, like, I'm sorry too, I didn't mean to, I shouldn't have told you that you should be more obedient. I didn't get that opportunity. I wasn't treated like I mattered. And because I'm white, I'm privileged, even though your fucking husband is getting paid by the government that you're demonizing, and you live probably in a better situation than I do, and you have been for your entire adult life. I'm the privileged one. I'm the one in the wrong. And it's cool for you to go talk shit to my friends and get them to not want to be my friend anymore. That's really cool. Like, you really made it, man. Like, good job. You won the argument. You know what I mean? Like, that's it. I will not be talking about this ever again. I'm over it. I'm going to play some Path of Exile 2 because I have my priorities straight. I'm white and privileged, so I get to play video games while the rest of the world is just burning around me. And I'm going to be oblivious to it. So,